Welcome to this bonus part. It's not really a bonus video because it doesn't contain anything extra or special, but I did search all the words you could in this game just so I would get the videos I hadn't seen yet. I wanted to show you this in case you're as curious as me, but if you're not, then by all means skip this video and feel free to check out the other games on my page. The link is in the description below. Alright, so there's more I need to do, so I'm gonna do that just because I want to have a complete experience. I did watch this already, so let me see. Speak with, apparently. Don't have that one.
Yes. I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that there's anything much to say. It's more just...
Alright. Trendy. But this should give me achievements apparently, which I'm not really getting. So don't know why that is, but layer, have that. Individuality, I think I searched that as well. Yep. Chips. Nope.
Nothing else happened that night. We talked, then I said goodbye. Then next week I was singing the bar again and there he was. And again the next week, he offered to buy me a meal. I told him I had already eaten, and so we got chips and ate them on the beach instead. When we said goodbye, he asked me to kiss him. Romantic.
And then it says, type in each word in the following list, click videos to populate. Yellow eye should disappear, so just close video and search. Alright, I'm gonna try this. I don't know. Oh, I need to get rid of those yellow eyes, I get it.
An affair. Simon wasn't having an affair. And what did your wife do? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
You did, with the shot of a mirror. Around, apparently.
Sure. Yes, of course, if that would help. Will you phone the house to let me know when you want to come round? Then I can make sure that I'm there.
Weird. Is he flirting with her?
And the Glaziers. I worked there some weekends and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship. Wasn't always rushing stuff. Boys that age are just running around like headless chickens most of the time. You know? Plus, he had that look. He looked like a fairy tale prince from one of my books.
Alright, so I'm just doing what the internet says I should do, or one guide at least, to complete the... Ah, see, I missed a lot.
Like I said, I think I was popping out to get something, ran out of something, had to grab something. I sometimes drive too fast. If you want, you can arrest me for that.
Yeah, you and me both, sister.
Can I leave? Are you going to arrest me? No. They'd laugh you out of the building. A lawyer would make mincemeat of you. This is a nicer room. This is where you take people when it's time to arrest them. Yes. No lawyer. What are you going to arrest me for?
What do you think? You did it.
Can you arrest someone who doesn't exist?
Yeah, see? She made her up. I knew it. Ask?
No, he was as shy as me. I asked a friend to ask him out for me. We had our first date at the Odeon in North End. We went to see Risky Business. I had on my one best dress. Simon paid. He bought me a whisper, and I was worried about getting chocolate on my teeth.
I don't know what a whisper is.
Really? You're going to ask me about my sex life? I mean, isn't that private?
Well, the other one was telling everything, so... Bedroom?
In the bedroom?
Oh, is that it?
That can't be right. In the bedroom?
What can't be right?
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I parked down the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked on the door. No answer. I took my keys out of my bag, unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. I could tell because the key wouldn't turn when I tried to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes on the shoe rack. I shouted out for him. I walked straight into the kitchen. He usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper. He wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly into the living room. Nothing. I walked upstairs to the bedroom. He wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. Then I had a shower. Whilst I was in the shower, the phone rang. I think it was Eric, his boss. I didn't answer it. Then I came out and I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, but I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. I spoke to him. Then I called Simon's parents. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
Wait, so this is July 1st, she's wearing something different. And I've seen this video, or this story, so she's telling it twice exactly the same, word by word. That's weird. Birthday, I think I searched this. No, I did not.
Yes, that's my birthday. Not one of the big ones, but I guess you can see that.
One of the big ones.
No. Well, yes. He found out on my birthday. I told him I was pregnant. Well, a week or so ago. It would have been the Saturday before my birthday. You know, I get like that on the weekends, have a lie-in, then want to get up and blitz the house.
All right, next. Blonde. Search that right? Yes. Blood. She's gone.
Okay. I've given blood before. Do you need to take that for your records?
All right. Don't know how that would help me, but
Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. The blood. It's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
is this also why the screen, I can make it like this, because this happened like a long time ago? Is that why?
Well, fine, considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird, knowing your people have been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. I mean, worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't lived in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in. As good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out. And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation. So,
I'm changing the screen back because this is just easier to view for me.
she was sat behind him. She had my wig on. And she'd been there all day. And she had blood on her. And she was in shock.
All right, what do we have? Boy? You have one.
I wouldn't say that. It could be passionate. It's just, it was more than that. It wasn't just sex like I had been with the other boys.
Camera? I did not.
Just the one sugar. Thanks. Is that camera recording?
Obviously. What else did you think it was doing?
Is that camera recording?
Cheated.
No, I have never been unfaithful. I've never cheated on Simon. Have I ever cheated on Simon? You asked that question yesterday.
Did I? What day is it? Yeah, that's true.
Simon never cheated on me. He was devoted to me, and I was devoted to him. Nothing in life is easy. We were good to each other. Life isn't a fairy tale.
That it is not.
You do what you can.
What else? Children.
No, it was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember, that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
I believe you. Children, apparently. Missed a lot of
You have
videos.
children.
Alright. Could have left them on out.
Fairy tales. Stories about lost princesses, evil witches, magical mirrors and lost children. So you see, even before I knew the truth, I'd found it in those stories.
Close.
When will the police let me back in the house? And they let me take a bag of clothes with me, but... Look, on his clothes, that would make sense. He made it. By hand. I mean, he brushes the silver onto the glass. That's not how they make mirrors these days. I mean, he made the mirror. And he gave it to me.
Wait, what was I? Close color? Have that one. Conference.
There was a conference, something to do with double glazing. In Oxford?
I remember her mentioning that, yeah. I just never searched for it, but I do remember because I felt like it sounds boring to me.
Are you sure? What would he be doing in Oxford if there was no conference? I remember calling him. He said it was boring and he spent most of the time at the bar.
So he was cheating on her, and she killed him because of it. Cool. 1.
Must think it's very cool that their dad is a police detective.
Well, she's very flirty. Crazy.
I mean, what if they were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him?
Well, you killed him, so you would know. Did? 1.
I think so. I mean, to get into our garden, we'd have to climb through other gardens. All the gardens back onto each other, so you'd have to climb over 1, 2, 3 gardens to get to ours. I mean, did anyone see anything? Did anyone see anyone come and go? An intruder?
Drove? 1.
It's like I told you before, I drove. I took the car and drove. I don't have my own car, but I have a spare set of keys. I just drove north. I wanted to think, put some space between me and them. Everything I told you before is true. I stopped at Glasgow. I was tired, exhausted. I pulled out and I hit a car. My car was okay, but I was worried about the baby, so I went to A&E to get the okay. Everything was fine. Slept in the car. When I woke, I tried to call Hannah from a payphone. She wasn't answering. And then I decided to drive back. I had decided that she was more important to me than Simon.
All right. Early? I have a lot of words still I need to search. Or not need to, but if I want to complete by watching all the videos, which I
It
do.
was late. Early Saturday morning.
Exam 1.
Mum and Dad never knew what was going on. We got so good at it. We were so in sync that we'd use each other to cheat. If one of us had a hangover, the other one would go to school. Whoever was best at a subject would sit the exam. There were lots of differences between us. Some things one is better than the other at.
That would be handy if you have multiple identities and you have a hangover, you just switch identity and you're feeling better. I don't think it works that way, but that would be cool. That would be a positive benefit. Find and find. Find. We have a lot.
Sure, I think. I do all the bills and paperwork and handle all the money stuff, so it should be easy for me to find. Do you want them dropped off to you?
She emphasizes the word find. That's so funny.
Thanks. Please find Simon. I love him so much.
You know where he is. You killed him.
She's crying, I guess. She's sad because she thought she saw her husband with another woman. But it's okay, because she finds out it wasn't her husband, it was his brother. And so it's fine.
Alright, why did I get church music?
Yes, this is it. He made it himself. It was a special one-off. He made it and decorated it. That's his thing. Where did you find it?
Where did I find it? That's the murder weapon. Fine. she gonna say, I'm fine?
Fine. I've never had my fingerprints taken before. I once put my hand on the oven.
Alrighty.
Oh, tastes fine to me. As long as it's black and strong, I'm good.
About coffee again? I hope.
Yes, I'm fine. I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness.
Again? Let me see. Fine. Fingerprints? But she's pregnant with me, right? I'm watching this.
Fingerprints?
Oh, that's it.
Yes. Yeah. I would have cleaned them. I changed the sheets too. Were the fingerprints in all those places?
I guess. It's so funny. Well, I keep saying funny. I don't mean funny, haha, but funny like interesting that they thought about this. That the music changes. Because now we have this kind of holy church music, which unlocked at one point after I saw something. I don't remember what. But yeah, it changes.
Could they have been my parents' fingerprints? I'm not sure how long they last for, but is that possible?
Wait, didn't your parents die when you were like 5 or something?
Really? Go on then. Take the cup. Run your fingerprints. They'll match. Fucking idiot.
A bit aggressive. Framed? Framed for what?
If you put me on You've Been Framed, I want the money.
Oh, that's just a joke.
Simon's parents offered to put me up, but I didn't think it would be a good idea. It would be too sad. Not right now. I'm staying at a friend's.
And this?
Mum and Dad had never had any reason to notice. They were always busy. If Hannah was eating a lot, they didn't mind. She didn't put on any weight. That girl has a healthy appetite. If they heard us talking in the attic, they just thought it was Hannah playing one of her games, and that Eve was our imaginary friend. Once, she was already up and dressed and ready to go to school, and I snuck down for a piss. Mum saw me in my underwear and she went mad. Get dressed this instant! So I ducked into our bedroom, and seconds later, out came Hannah, dressed and ready. Mum was amazed.
Yep, she was imaginary, I think. I need to search fuck, apparently. Alright, don't know why.
No, I'm okay. Fuck.
Oh, I guess that's why.
Are you arresting me? No. Fuck off. Open this door.
You can just say, no, fuck you. You're not arresting me. Bye. Guilty. I misspelled. Guilty. 1.
Yes. I thought about telling Hannah. I felt guilty after the kiss. But then it began to feel like this was the way it should be. Sharing, like we had before. He never mentioned her to me. There was the Simon with me and the Simon with her. It was almost like it was a different Simon. But
Did he have multiple identities as well? 1.
no. I told her it was one of my boyfriends, someone I had met in the bar. I think she was happy. But I could tell she was thinking, why couldn't it happen to her and Simon? They were the ones with the real life. Why not them?
I don't know. Don't know what she's saying. Also, I thought I would just look up these words very quickly and eventually get one video where she explains everything, because that's what I want to see.
And the hotel said he was there?
But it's taking forever. Hurt.
Suicide? No. I mean, he would never do anything like that. He is not the kind of person to do anything like that. I mean, to hurt himself? No.
No, you did. We know that already.
Hurt someone? Yes. But everyone thinks that from time to time, right? You just want to lash out.
Not really. Husband, I think I searched that. Oh, I guess I didn't. I thought I did.
I haven't been into work. I guess I've just been waiting to hear from you, hear from my husband.
Infertile. One video.
I think it was that time, the first time, at the house, in his bed, that I got pregnant. Amazing, right? This fucking magic sperm. And they say lightning doesn't strike twice. I didn't tell him. I missed 3 periods. I had pretty irregular periods anyway, but 3. I had always thought we were infertile. Both of us. I didn't tell him. Just waited. Hannah and I were meeting for our birthday, and I told her because I thought she would be happy for us both. I think she was.
Key. What about a key?
Yes. I always pull it shut and then lock the bigger lock with the key.
All right.
No, I don't think it was. I turned the key, but it was already unlocked.
I think I am getting there though, although I have to do the entire alphabet. I'm only at the L so far.
No. I mean, everyone loves Simon. He was so nice to everyone. He loves me.
Well, he did. He's not alive anymore.
Cute. You must love them very much. What ages are they?
Magic. What are you gonna do? A trick?
When beautiful people died, we always felt like it was a sign. You remember Princess Grace? Grace Kelly? She died in a car crash the year before we met Simon. We used a Ouija board to speak to her, and that gave us the power to find him. That's what we thought then. That people who died tragically leave some kind of magic behind. We used to share dreams. We used to wake up and write them down in our diaries immediately and compare them.
All right, I guess. Don't know what to say about that. Many. Keep hoping I've seen them all, but I haven't.
Well, there you go. How many kids?
Move?
No. The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It's like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers, drunk guys I'd met in clubs, parks and alleyways. I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us. I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I found it hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people? I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan.
I feel like this video is important. Don't know why.
Then she told me she wanted to help more. She said I should move in with her. She would come clean with Simon about me. I was family. I couldn't have a baby in a bedsit. I told her I didn't want to tell Simon. Told her to wait for the time being.
All right. Myself. 1.
Yeah, I had to let myself in. The door locks if it swings too.
Name. I must have searched that. I didn't.
I would have been a good mother. I was young, but I would have been a good mother. She was a girl, by the way, the baby. We were going to call her Sarah. Simon wanted to call her Ava after his nana, but I didn't want her to have a symmetrical name.
Wait, but my name is Sarah, so I did make it. Pillow? Why does that matter?
I sleep on the right side of the bed as you come in from the door. You can tell because I have 2 pillows and he just has 1.
All right. Prince? Well, she said he looked like a prince, didn't she?
I don't know if anyone really changes. You just become more yourself. Simon was my prince, and that hasn't changed.
I believe you. Well, it changed because you killed him. Private? By accident, I think.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm quite a private person and I didn't want to get into the detail of the argument.
So this is why she has that bruise, because he hit her. And this is right after it happened, right? I don't know. How long does it take a bruise to change color? Like a week or something? Private. Proof? These are new.
I can take this stuff off now. Did I prove I'm innocent?
I don't know if you did, but you're not, so how could you?
After the kiss, the next time, he took me back to the house, to our parents' house, to their house. So, it was definitely him. I sometimes think he wanted to get caught to prove to himself that we were different people. He told me about his marriage, told me how his wife was completely different to me. I almost burst out laughing.
So he did cheat. So he killed him because he's married. Is that it? Bub? So he wasn't at a conference, he was with the missus.
God, I don't know. Could be anyone. Maybe someone followed him back from the pub. But why would he let them in? Doesn't make sense.
Ring?
No. No, he wasn't wearing his wedding ring.
Rock? Wait, they weren't married, were they? I don't think they were. She was married to the other guy. Or to him, maybe. She was. Maybe she was. I don't know.
Are you married? How is your sex life?
Turning the tables.
So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage.
So they were married. So maybe he was married to Hannah and Eve didn't know. Is that it?
No! You're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
So you wouldn't, but Eve would.
I was living in the attic. It was a very hard time. I was depressed, was still pretty sick of the STD. And I came down one morning and they were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot. And I'd slept through it. The police said it was the mushrooms they ate. Dad was a mushroom expert. He used to take us picking with him and he taught us how to recognise them. And there's no way he would have picked dead caps. But the police believe that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
Why was in the attic? Slept? I'm just searching these words still to see if I can get all the videos.
I didn't. I slept in the car. I left about 9 that night. I wasn't there.
All right. Sounds. 1.
Okay. Sounds weird. I'm not great at making up stories.
You are. Very, very good. Speeding. Is it speeding as in getting a ticket? Because you're always speeding.
Well, I don't know. I probably had to pop out and get something. That's why I was speeding. And that wouldn't have been noted on my timesheet. But I really can't remember back to February.
Right, so I was writing down these dates, and if it was Hannah or Eve, when I was just wasting time because it's one person in the end. Oh, it doesn't matter.
You must be desperate for leads if you're getting hung up over 6-month-old speeding tickets.
Desperate or checking everything? Being meticulous. Story?
Yes, like a story. A beginning, a middle, and an end.
Don't know what that means.
Well, she has a knife. She's been cooking, I guess. She's been cooking him his favourite meal. She's his wife. And he's asleep and she doesn't want to wake him because he's ill. That's why she's sad. Because he's ill and he might die. It's kind of a sad story, so I'm not sure how it ends.
All right, this one?
Well, she wasn't my real mother, but she raised me. Do you want to hear the story? It's a real-life fairy tale.
So I think her parents died when she was very young, like 5 or something, from the mushrooms. And then she got raised by this midwife who also fell down the stairs and died, which is horrible. Luckily, it's made up, I hope. Maybe it's not, but I hope it is.
No. I'm not sure what strange would be, but he hasn't been acting odd. He's been busy at work, but nothing too stressful.
This is probably asking if something strange happened or he was acting strange. Sugar? Why would I want to know that?
A cup of tea would be good, thanks. Just one sugar.
So one of them drinks coffee, one of them drinks tea. Is that it?
Black, no sugar. Thanks.
See? Black, no sugar, tea with sugar. That's different. Weird, right?
Could I have a cup of tea?
See, cup of tea, and the other one drinks coffee black.
Maybe a fresh cup of tea?
Also, is this tea and this is coffee? So she's switching in between the conversation. 10.
Good. Happy. I mean, ups and downs like any couple, I guess, but we've been married for over 10 years.
Ticket? Don't know. Guess not.
Well, I remember the ticket, of course. I paid it without telling Simon. Didn't want to get told off. And they put points on the license.
Oh, that ticket. Try.
Okay. I'll try my best to remember.
Remember what? Understand?
Yes, I understand my rights. No, I don't need a lawyer.
This is where she's being arrested. Us. I'm nearing the end.
What about us?
Alright, that's just one sentence. Bill.
Yes, it was a cremation for the best. We both wore black and had veils, so it was easy. And after the funeral, everyone came back to the house. Hannah served up sandwiches, and I stayed out of sight.
Walk.
Simon was very moral about that sort of thing. He wouldn't just walk out there and sleep with anyone. He wasn't that kind of guy. He took his marriage very seriously.
Wasn't.
I wasn't in the house.
That's it, yeah. Wig. I searched that, I think. Oh, I didn't. Didn't I?
A wig? You mean... what type of wig?
A blonde one. Blonde wig. I'm sure I searched that. I guess I didn't.
No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig?
Or maybe you get more than 5 hits and you will only get to see the first 5, and maybe these 2 were just not in the first 5. That's why, probably. Window. 1.
Okay. There's a girl and she's staring out of the window. She's sad. She's trapped. She's here. She's looking out the window because her mother won't let her out.
Like Rapunzel. Woman. 1.
No, Simon wasn't seeing another woman.
Yeah, he was dating you and you are multiple personalities, so... Yep, why do I need to search this?
Sorry. Yeah, I get it. Yes.
You do? Alright. And now it says, yes should unlock apocalypses when you need to type manually. I don't know what you mean by that. Like this? Yeah, I think it does.
Yes.
Alright, that's 1.
Yes.
2.
Yes.
Just saying yes. All right.
Yes.
And I think I need to do the same with the word no. Like this.
No. No.
Right, so that's just this, the polygraph.
No. No.
This should unlock something. Go to search bar and type admin unlock. All right. So let's do that now. Account unlocked. Query maximum set to 15. Oh, all right. Go back to search bar and type admin random. One, but I just get that one, which I've already seen, right?
A black coffee, thanks. No sugar. I'm sweet enough as it is.
This makes no sense to me. To access mirror game, click rubbish bin on desktop. Wait, what? Oh, there's a game apparently. I'm playing against myself. Classic 2-play strategy for lunchtime gaming. Enjoy. Yeah, but it's just me. Cracks with glass. Wait, what? Oh, I never ever even read this. Wait, what? Maybe I should have done this. Let's do this. Introduction to the logic database. Computer technology is the backbone of modern police work. Well, modern it was back in the day. The logic database is one of the many continuing efforts to digitize our workflow and preserve evidence in a manner which will allow you to work more efficiently. In the coming years, the computer will continue to be most valuable item in your crime-fighting toolkit. That's for sure. This database contains footage transferred from the existing homicide and serious crime tape archive at Portsmouth, I don't know. It has been automatically sorted using our ASR technology. Each statement made by the interview participants is stored separately so they can be tagged for submission to court. The audio has been digitally stenographed and the content of the testimony is attached to each clip. To retrieve a clip, type in a word into the search field. Click search and the database will return all clips in which the speaker uses that word. To narrow a search, use multiple words. If you are working from a printed transcript, you can be even more precise. Use inverted commas to search for an exact match against the entire statement. E.g., yes, I was there. To store a clip for later reference, click Add to Session. Also, if you wish to add additional tags of your own to help future searches, please click in the user tags box and type in your desired tags. For any further assistance, please contact your department's information technology representative. Really, README? Hey, here's the database. I filed a Freedom of Information form to get you guest access. Everything seems to work. They transferred the videos of the original tapes in 1999 and then the Y2K thing hit and they got mothballed. No one has touched them since. I couldn't find the server with the detectives' footage on. Possibly those tapes got damaged when the old archives were flooded in 97. But figured this would be enough. Take your time, SB. What if I do? No, I don't want to do that. I can move this. Wait, DB checker? What's this? Database checker. One volume missing. So does that mean I watched all videos except for one? Really? Clock? Which did I miss? I must have missed one. But yeah, that's too bad because I want to have the video where she explains everything, but I guess she just doesn't. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Also, I just wanted to say that my conclusion was maybe a bit dramatic because I did look it up online, and basically most people think they are just twins and are switching during the interviews. That's why they are drinking different things and one gets sick because she's pregnant. But we don't know that for sure, and the game developer wants you to make up your own mind as to what has happened. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Curious what happens next? Subscribe to my page so you don't miss anything.